TNA Slammiversary. This is the Coach and Bro Show right here on Stadium. Having such a great time today. I see the super stickers coming through. Producer man is collecting all of them. We'll get to all of yours coming up as soon as we are done with our last segment. Vince, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go. All right, Coach and Bro continues here on Stadium. What a good show so far. We never just break things down from a segment-by-segment standpoint on Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, Collision, or whatnot. Vince, I got to ask you real quick, because I know now that I started my Sirius radio show, I have to watch a lot more wrestling than I probably would like to. And I know for you that SmackDown, when Sportskeeda said, hey, we want you to do a SmackDown show, what do you hate worse, doing the show or having to watch SmackDown on a Friday night?
Oh, watching the show is far more worse than doing the review of the show. Coach, I'm being totally honest, and people can hate on me all they want. When I am done watching SmackDown and when I am done watching Raw, I literally feel like I am an absolute idiot. Like you are watching a show that makes you feel like an absolute idiot. Coach, they had one of these 8-man car crash tag teams on SmackDown. So, Coach, it's the guy off the top and the 20 bowling pins down below. Coach, then you literally, the shot is all the guys, all of them, all 8 of them are on the floor on the outside. They're all on the floor down like dominoes. And Coach, you're literally watching them talk to each other. Okay, we're going to, okay. You literally see them talking to each other of what they're going to do next. And I'm watching this and I'm like, am I an idiot? Am I an absolute idiot to be watching this? I mean, Coach, that's where I really get angry. Because you're asking me to watch this show and you are insulting my intelligence. That's what makes me angry.
Vince, you need to stop it right now. You need to stop it right now. Because if you don't think that there's a world where 6 men get together on the outside and stand in a huddle so they can catch a dude coming over the top rope doesn't make sense, you need to stop that right now. But I will tell you this, that Sunday night, in your old stomping grounds, a place that I believe you used to have businesses near the old Nassau Coliseum. Did you not?
I'm gonna tell you a Nassau Coliseum story when you're done, Coach. That'll blow your socks off. Go ahead, Coach.
All right. So Sunday night, TNA Slammiversary. You can say Bound for Glory is their biggest show of the year. This was the biggest show they've ever done. They had reportedly over 8,000 tickets sold. Absolutely amazing. But here's where I think they fumbled the ball. They have this whole partnership between NXT and TNA, correct?
Yes.
So they have Santana, Mike Santana, who is a New York guy, and he's in a triple threat with Joe Henry and Trick Williams. And then you have JC Jane, the NXT champion, in a winner's take-all against Masha Slamovich. So they decided that Santana, it could have been just put it on a silver platter. He wins, place goes bananas, win. Do you think they did that? No, they faked an injury 7 days or 6 days after Seth Rollins got hurt, or 8 days, so then the crowd's like, wait a second, are they really doing an injury angle here in the main event? The answer is yes. Santana does not go over, and then we find out in an interview with Gabby AF that Santino is going to go to NXT on Tuesday night. So they did it all for storyline purposes. And Vince, now both TNA titles are on NXT talent. So this whole partnership situation, is it even for TNA anymore?
Well, Coach, I'll tell you why I think it is for TNA, because this is what I'm sensing. I am sensing that TNA is relying on the relationship with the WWE to get them a streaming deal. So if they're relying on that, they're going to do whatever the WWE tells them to do. That's the only sense I can make out of this, that they feel it's the WWE name and the tie-in that's going to get them a streaming deal.
What if it's the other side of it? Because I did a show with Nick Nimitz the other day. He's part of the brain trust at TNA. They have we had probably 5 of their stars on last week, all of them raving about the locker room, raving about the vibe, raving about the attitudes. And he said, hey, we're getting close. We're getting close. What if it's just the opposite? We've seen how petty they can become with AEW, scheduling stuff on the same nights. What if they saw TNA starting to grow, starting to pick up momentum, and went into partnership with them so they can keep them from getting a streaming deal that would then play opposite Raw or SmackDown or any other NXT, whatever it is? Could that be? I hope not. I hope they wouldn't do that. But what if they are?
It absolutely could be because, again, Coach, when you're talking this level in wrestling, you can't trust anybody. You cannot trust anybody, and you cannot trust your partners. So I think I agree with you, Coach. Everything and anything is on the table. And we say this all the time when it comes to the WWE. We're talking about the greatest workers in the world. Now, who is the guy? I always forget his name. Who is the guy running TNA?
Carlos Silva?
Yeah, Carlos Silva. Okay. Yep. These wrestlers are workers for a living. This is what they do for a living. We've seen networks get worked. We've seen network executives at the highest level get worked. And that's the thing about wrestling, man. You cannot trust anybody, Coach.
No doubt about it. I think moving forward and getting back very quickly to the Santana issue, Vince, sometimes I think wrestling companies just overthink everything. Just like Cody at WrestleMania. Sometimes just give the fans what they want.
Yes,
the crowd was red hot. Why could they not have just said, hey, Santana, here's the title.
Yep.
Congratulations. New York, thank you.
Absolutely.
And figure it out afterwards. Why can't we just do that sometimes?
Yeah, Coach, you know the times when you got to pay something off. You just know. You just know when you got to give them what they want. I mean, there are a lot of those moments, and at that point, you've got to give them what they want. I agree 1,000%.